Hello, this is Alex from phpacademy.org, and this is a video tutorial for the new Boston. In this video tutorial we are going to be looking at the headers function, or the header function in PHP. So to modify the headers that are sent to our browser. Now, why would we need to modify headers that are sent to our browser? Now, there are lots of different reasons for this. You may want to say enable or disable caching of pages. You also might want to change the document type, so you might want to change it to say a JPEG image or a PNG image or something like that, in order to process an image on a page if you were using, say, the PHP GD library, which is something you can look at later. However, in this tutorial, because we're just talking about functionality of this, we're going to be using this header function to redirect our users to another page. Now, before we start, it's really important to let you know that the header function, which looks like this, cannot be used after output has been sent to a page. So, for example, if we have a header called, some header tags, this is HTML output. Therefore, we're using PHP afterwards using the header function. However, this won't work because we've already sent data to the page. So if you are to use the header function, you either have to use it after our content, or we need to talk about output buffering and starting output buffering on a page, which is another tutorial. So you can have a look at that in regards to headers. So let's just say we have a PHP, a blank PHP page. I'm going to create a variable called true. In fact, I'm going to create a variable called redirect, which is equal to true. Now I'm going to create a simple if statement to redirect us to a specific page if this variable is true. So obviously this is an example, but later on, if you have, let's say, want to log a user in or log a user out, you might want to redirect them back to a specific page. So we start the header function like this, and inside we specify the location, and to do this we always use the predefined text location and then a colon, and after this we specify the page we want to redirect the user to. So I'm going to say redirect page equals http://google.co.uk. So now what I can do after this is I can append redirect page. So this is essentially the same as typing header and then the location inside, and then writing it like that. However, I'm using variables just so we can get used to the idea that this page may change. So at the moment, this should redirect us to Google as we enter the page. So let's refresh, and you can see what that's done is it's redirected me straight over to google.co.uk. So let's slightly modify the script. I want to say if redirect equals true, redirect the user, otherwise don't. So at the moment redirect is equal to true, but I can change this to redirect equals false, and we can go back headers, and we haven't been redirected. However, if we were to change this here to true and we were to redirect to a specific page, then we refresh and we are redirected. So just by demonstrating the use of the function with regards to redirecting a user, you can see that how useful it is in changing page information. Like I said, now this is an example to redirect a user. However, if you research this function enough and watch some of my other tutorials as well, because we will be using this function later on, you'll understand that it's not just for redirecting a user. It's actually just to modify the header information with your client, your browser. So bear this function in mind. The location feature of it is very important, and it's a great way to sort of quickly redirect your user without using any meta tags, so HTML meta tags. And just remember that we can't have any output, any HTML output before this. So I've created header tags my page with the h1 tags. Now let's go back and go to headers. Now we've got the my page displayed, that's absolutely fine, but now we have a warning. It says cannot modify header information. Headers already sent on line 8. So this is the where we're getting the error. You can see this is line 8, but headers already sent. However, if we were to have this below here, we're already modifying the page's headers, so we're resending header information, but we're never going to get to see this. So what happens if you want to have a page that already maybe has some output, but you need to redirect the user at some point? Well, there's a simple option, and that's OB, which stands for output buffering. And we'll discuss that in another tutorial, which will be the next after this.